Good evening and welcome to Eating with Dagmar. I'm Dagmar. So, this evening, I'm very excited to share with you my most favorite hydration formula. It is a drink that was created by Agenus van de Planets, who is pretty much the only person whose work I respect and whose work I followed over the last 22 years. Every time I stray from his work or his approach to eating and living, I always regret it. So, um, anyway, this formula, he calls it the sports formula, I think is what he called it. Yeah. It's basically something that you would sip throughout the day and it would really, really hydrate you. Because water doesn't really hydrate you, just plain old water. You need all the minerals in it. So, this is a very mineral packed drink. And you can also put raw eggs in it, which I often do, which then makes it also a nourishing, very bioavailable source of protein. So, all the ingredients of this formula, I'm actually going to put that in under this video. I'm going to put the exact ingredients for this because his formulas aren't as loosey-goosey as my creations sometimes are. So it's going to sound gross when I tell you what's in this. You're going to think, the first time when I was like going, oh my God, this can't possibly be good. This can't possibly, but I thought, oh, I'm going to do it just because it's good for me. So first you put 3 cups of at least 2 of the following. So you have options. So I'm going to be using watermelon and maybe I'll even put in a tomato. So you use 3 cups of at least 2 of the following: cucumber, tomato, watermelon, and raw milk. So altogether it should add up to 3 cups of these. And then so it can be in any combination of those. Like if you only have cucumbers or only tomatoes or all 3, you can put in there. And you decide. My favorite is like 2 cups of the fruits, vegetables. Well, they're actually all fruits. Cucumber is a fruit. Cucumber is a fruit. Well, maybe this is the perfect time for me to introduce my new toy. Wait, I hope I get it right. Wait. Oh gosh. No. Oh. Wait. Ah! Oh my. Wait. Yes, that was a good one. I've been carrying this around. Even in public places and just watching people's reactions. It's like I'll be walking around, la 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 la. Oh, so sorry. Anyway, it's a little thing called the pooter. Oh my God, I'm so immature. Speaking of immaturity, when I bought my usual tomatoes today, I bought these. These did not grow in my garden because my garden does not have a rated X mine, but I found this tomato at Whole Foods. I blame it on Whole Foods. I was like, oh my God, I've never seen such a thing. Maybe some GMO snuck into this organic tomato, but I thought it was pretty funny, and the infantile part of me could not help but think of, well, actually cat parts. Looks much more like a cat part, a male cat part. Okay, now let's get back to being serious. I'm making this hydration formula. So 3 cups of any combination of at least 2 of these things. So I'm just going to do 2 cups of, well, let's see. So when you, oh, okay. When you put in the watermelon, try to just take off the bare minimum of the green part, but leave in as much of the white as possible. This watermelon is from my garden. I'm so proud of this is my 2nd watermelon. My garden produced 2 watermelons this year. I have never grown a watermelon, so I wasn't very confident about this, but it worked out. So, and you put in the seeds and everything, because all the parts of this play an important role. So this is 2 cups. Well, actually, this may come out to be just about 2 cups. And so we put in the all the watermelon and the tomato are extremely high in lycopene. I hope that's you. Lycopene. Lycopene. Which is it's an antioxidant. I believe it's a carotenoid, and it's what gives I'm going to take off some of this green because it's getting to be too much. Almost more than 2 cups. Anyway, lycopene is what gives the red color to tomatoes and to watermelon. So this is kind of a packed 2 cups. Putting that in there with the seeds and everything. So this is the first part of the formula. Now I'm going to put in, I know it's going to sound gross to you, but just trust me on this one. I'm going to put in a cup of raw milk, of course. If you don't have raw milk, absolutely do not do this formula. Don't even. It's not going to have any medicinal power. It'll just be fat. So I have 2 cups of watermelon, 1 cup of milk. I'm putting it in the blender. And now the next part of the formula. Again, don't get grossed out. Trust me on this one. Where's my... Oh. What do you call this? This sieve? No, I can never think of this word in English. Cedidlo is in Slovak. What do you call this? A sifter, it always leaves my mind, that particular word. So, and then the next part of this formula is very exact. So the first part, you can do 2 cups of any of the ingredients that I mentioned, plus, so I did 1 cup of milk, 2 cups of watermelon. The next part is exactly 1 tablespoon of, and it's gonna sound gross, but trust me, of raw apple cider vinegar. And you're like, the milk and the cider, it's gonna curdle. You know, you think it's gonna be really, really bad, but so this is a tablespoon. So I'm putting in 1 tablespoon of raw apple cider vinegar, and then we put in 2 tablespoons of lime juice. I have measured out these limes, and pretty much it's half a good juicy lime is about 2 tablespoons. So I'm putting that in the juice of this entire really good organic, of course, lime. And I mean, I had other people taste this. When I told them what's in it, people would be like, ooh. But then when they tasted it, they were like, seriously? It's just so refreshing. So lime's extremely high in minerals. As is lemon, as is the apple cider vinegar. Very high in minerals and enzymes. So this one I'm gonna... So, okay, so the next part, so you have 2 tablespoons lime juice, and then 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. So I've measured it before. It's usually a little less than half a lemon. So I'm just eyeballing it because I've done this so many times that I pretty much have it right. And then the next part of the formula is, oh yeah, so this is, you can look up my coconut cream formula. So you're going to put 2 tablespoons of coconut cream in this. And 2 tablespoons of dairy cream, but it has to be raw. If it's not raw, don't even do it. Right now, I don't have any dairy cream on me. I only had coconut cream that I just made. So I'm just going to put in some extra coconut cream, which will, well, I wish that it came out to, it would be ideal if I could put 4 tablespoons of coconut cream in here, but gotta use my fingers. This is all I got, so, you know, I'm gonna live with it. Maybe I'll put in a little extra milk. Coconut cream is like manna from heaven. Okay, so got that. Now, the next part of the formula, you don't have to do this, but if you want it to be also nourishing and have some protein, then raw eggs, 2 to 3 raw eggs, and also 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw honey, only raw honey, not the fake honey that's not really raw. So where's my eggs? Again, not grass fed, but well, you know, bug fed eggs. And if they do feed them any extra grains, that they make sure that they're non-GMO, that they're organic, and these are from unvaccinated chickens, which really makes a difference, because a lot of times they vaccinate the chicks, but they don't tell you that. So let's see. So I'm going to put in, I'll put the eggs in at the end, because the idea with raw eggs is you want to blend them as little as possible, so that you don't break down the enzymes too much. So right now I have everything in there except the raw honey. So you can do that to taste, and you don't have to put in the honey. Like if you have a watermelon that's really sweet, then you don't need it. But the honey does add an element. This is about a tablespoon I'm going to put in. The honey adds extra enzymes. So I'm putting that in. And okay. It's so silent suddenly. I need my toy. Wait. Break the silence. Oops. That's what happens when you eat this way. Just kidding. It does not happen. It's actually the opposite. When you eat this way, a lot of intestinal issues get solved, and you will not be burping and expelling gas from other parts of the body. Okay, so all right, so we got that. I'm going to give this a quick blend, and then I'm going to add the eggs after I've blended it. Excuse me. So this will come out to be like a nice, good quart. And it is a great way to get some raw eggs in you. Let me just see if it's sweet enough. It could use a little dash more, because the watermelon, my very first watermelon that I have grown, is not, you know, sweet the way it is in the store. And I don't know what I need to do to the soil. I'll figure it out next year. What will make the watermelons sweeter. Let me blend that honey in there, and then I'll add the eggs. Okay. Perfect. And so shockingly refreshing and light. You don't taste any apple cider vinegar. And always before we put in eggs, we smell them. They are perfect. Nothing wrong with that egg. I love these green ones. Always put in your eggs individually and give them the nose test. This one has a little bit of a something, but it's still fine. I've smelled eggs like this before and eaten them, and I was fine. So I don't like to waste things if I don't have to. Okay, so now we have the whole formula. And you see how I blended the eggs just for a really short time, because you don't want to break it up. Ideally, if you're a real trooper, kind of a warrior type, or just are blessed with the ability to just eat a raw egg like that, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. But for us more wimpy people, I blend them. So let's see what I've created. Just a brilliant, refreshing and nourishing drink. And I'm going to sip this throughout the evening. So this is kind of like my dinner. And it's a darn good dinner. So that's the Agenus von der Planets formula. And try it, but you must find or make yourself your own coconut cream, or find some place where you can get some raw cream. So if you don't have coconuts but do have raw cream, you can just put in more raw cream instead of the coconut cream. So give it a go, hydrate yourself, and enjoy your life.